If you had watched Evening Magazine on April 13th on Monday, you'd know that Barry Nolan came to New North High School during Career Focus Week and talked to the kids in the auditorium about a career in TV production, or Evening Magazine type stuff. And he was nice enough to give us this interview. And if you'd start.
Well, I guess the question to start off would be, how did you get started in television?
I was desperate. You know, basically I'd moved to New York thinking that I was going to work in theater. And because that was all I knew, and that was the only background I had, and I thought that the only people that worked in television were people that, you know, looked like they just stepped out of GQ magazine and had a chin shaped like somebody's fist, and, you know, were tan and just got back from St. Martin or something. But I ended up doing TV commercials because a lot of actors in New York do that because they pay such ridiculous amounts of money for such little work, as opposed to theater, which pays such little money for such a ridiculous amount of work.
Before you started television?
I did a little bit of everything. You know, when I was your age, I was working part-time in a drugstore, and I was...
We've all had that job.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pitch.
Yes.
And I was in plays in high school, which was a great training ground, I thought. And I worked in radio. I was lucky when I was in college. When I got to graduate school, it was a real helpful way to make a little extra money to help pay for school because...
Were you DJ or...?
I did news, I did some DJ work, I did call-in shows, but I worked for the college radio station. It was a PBS station, and I found it was a great way to do my homework. You know, I'd say, you're listening to jazz on WOT, your fine arts station in Knoxville, Tennessee. Here's the entire Herbie Hancock album. And then, you know, I'm reading the plays or doing my paper or whatever I needed to do. So it was a great deal.
What advice would you give to people who want to get into television?
I think the most important thing is to figure out what it is you actually like to do. I mean, a lot of people think television, they're thinking something very vague. If you figure out what it is you like to do, you know, whether it be lighting, or whether it be, the camera guys are some of the most creative people on the show. Bobo, our sound man over there, for instance, is always coming up with great new angles and funny sound. He makes really funny sounds in the van, particularly.
And before we go, we have a great present here for Barry. It's a Newton North.
Our official Newton North television t-shirt.
This is really handsome, and it's basic, but this can do for formal wear too.
Last month, we aired a segment on the Tiger's Loft, the restaurant that was built as part of the Culinary Arts Department. Well, only teachers are allowed to eat there, and now students are wondering, hey, what are we missing out on? So Richard Woloski went out and asked students if they had a choice where they'd like to eat, what would they choose? And this is what they told him in Where to Find a Better Lunch.
You know, a lot of students think the Tiger's Loft is a much better place to eat in the cafeteria, and I tried to figure out why. Here we are at the Tiger's Loft, and let's go inside and take a look around. Yes, I believe I have reservations. My name is Richard Woloski, and this is the Newton North television crew.
Nope, no reservations, sir.
Did you check under Dan Rather, CBS News?
No reservations, sir. Sorry.
Are you sure you didn't look through these pages here?
No, you have no reservations, sir.
Can we wash our hands? We've been working pretty hard today.
I'm not supposed to, but I try to keep out of the way, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's go. If you had a choice, what would you rather eat, the cafeteria or the Tiger's Loft?
Well, I choose the Tiger's Loft because I like the atmosphere here. I like the cooking. I like the service. And I think it's a great thing that we're doing for our school.
And if the Tiger's Loft closed down one day and you were to eat in the cafeteria, how would you feel about that?
I guess when in Rome, do as the Romans do. I guess I would have to do that, but I can't foresee that happening.
And would you want it to happen?
Oh, God, no. Food here is wonderful. Food here is wonderful. It's the best thing that happened to our school.
Do you think the food here is made better than the cafeteria?
Do you really want me to answer that? Yes, it's a different style of cooking. It's more individualized rather than real quantity cooking.
So you would rather eat here than the cafeteria any day, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
There's a difference between eating at McDonald's and eating in a gourmet restaurant.
I see your point. Very good one, too. How would you rate this food compared to cafeteria food?
Fantastic. Excellent. Too bad all the students don't get a chance to come up here and try it. It's really excellent.
You heard that here.
Culinary arts.
I'm in the cafeteria now, the lunchroom for the students. Let's go sit down, or wait for the hostess or something. I think we just seat ourselves. What would you rather have, a lunch served in the cafeteria or a lunch served in the Tiger's Loft?
McDonald's, definitely. But if I have to make a choice, I'd say Tiger's Loft.
Oh, why is that?
Well, they have much better food. I mean, they import this stuff from like warehouses and stuff, and I don't know where this stuff comes from.
I don't.
So
Either do we. Thank you. Why did you bring a bag lunch as opposed to having lunch in the cafeteria?
I don't know. I don't like the food here.
If you could explain the lunches in one word, what would you say? Ever get the feeling this stuff could just walk away? I mean, slither by itself? What would you rather have, a lunch from the cafeteria or a lunch from the Tiger's Loft?
From the Tiger's Loft.
Tiger's Loft.
I'd rather have lunch from Tiger Loft because I've been up there and it's good food, and I'd like it better.
100% beef hamburgers come in, hot dogs. I mean, it's the word cafeteria that
Right. This here is the cafeteria kitchen, and this is where most of the food is prepared, served. Okay, now let's see how some of this food is prepared and where they get it. Oh, sorry, lady. Sorry, your fingers are caught. Hold on. Sorry. Ooh. Let's get out of here. Okay, when I open it, duck, 'cause you don't know what's going to come out. Come on, coming out or what? It's a freezer. That's where the, I don't know what they're doing there. Let's go and look in here. Here's the milk cartons that they get daily. So, speaking as a student, I think I proved my point here. And after massive research, we even covered facts both about the cafeteria and the Tiger's Loft, and where to go for a better lunch. Can you figure it out? This is Rich Woloski reporting from Newton North.
Mark, have you looked at your opportunities booklet yet? Your opportunities booklet. It's that little yellow one hanging out of your book. Go home and read it. Mark.
What?
Mark, you're not listening. That little yellow booklet has lots of important information in it. For instance, the elective courses offered by the English department.
The what?
Electives offered by the English department. Go ahead, Mark. Look at it. You'll read about special interest half-year courses that you can take in place of or in addition to regular English courses.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Sit in the target where you find it really hard to, and then don't know, and then suddenly, what do you think, babe? Oh yeah? Suddenly a shot rang out.
If you enjoy reading and writing poetry and fiction, this course is for you. You'll develop your writing skill through practice, and you can let your imagination run amok.
And suddenly, and then the body slumped over the table. Yeah.